6 words that I feel reflect what I've learned about myself and others through this course are scared, fearless, loving, understanding, and learning. I was scared going to Africa, learned how to be fearless, turned loving and understanding of others, and also learned about this country, about myself, and about others. I was scared coming to Africa and being immersed in a completely new culture. But after learning how not to be an ugly American and being a mindful traveler, I felt a lot more comfortable in the area I was in. Also, we learned how to overcome obstacles, and I felt more confident in myself and in others. Then I had to learn to be fearless. Every adventure that we did, you had to be at least a little bit fearless to jump off a bridge like you can see in the picture. All during Adventure Week, we learned so much about the world around us and also how to get out of your comfort zone and bring that back to home and find ways every day to get out of your comfort zone and try a new adventure. This course also taught me a lot about loving myself and loving others. We learned about self-care, service, wellness, and also showing gratitude to others and how much when you show gratitude to others, it almost makes you just as happy as it makes them. I think this was one of the most important things I learned on this trip. Then this course taught me a lot about understanding, not only about understanding other people and their life stories and understanding more about myself, but it also taught me to understand the culture in South Africa. With the great history and all the things Africa has been through, I learned a lot and understood more about the country than I ever would have. And most importantly, I learned about myself, about others, about Africa, how to come home and still be the same person I was in Africa. This whole trip and this whole course was all a learning experience. And I'm so grateful about all the things I got to learn while I was in South Africa and the things I've learned back at home now. To me, global citizenship means being an active member not only in your community, but in every community. It's the idea that one serves the earth we live on through service, knowledge, and by using their strengths. You must learn about yourself and find your strengths and values before you can be a global citizen. I really believe that you can't be a good global citizen until you learn more about yourself and about your strengths, your weaknesses, and your values. In this course, I learned that some of my strengths are communication, empathy, and positivity. Learning how to use these to help my community will help me be a better global citizen. This class and everything we learned through this course has really helped my understanding of civic responsibility. For example, when we helped the learners, we really used our strengths and our knowledge to help them grow their business and focused on the common good of their business and themselves. I think that's a great example of civic responsibility. Civic responsibility also means that you're staying informed about your community. While we were in South Africa, we stayed informed about everything going on around us. We had a speaker from the Amy Foundation come in, and she informed us about what her childhood was like and all the struggles that she faced and went through. Also, the course material that we learned about the history of Africa made me extremely informed about Africa and the community that was in. I had no idea about the details about the apartheid, about the Dutch there, and also about Nelson Mandela. That really made me understand the community and everything they have been through. Through the course, we also stayed active in the community that we are in. We visited Robben Island, and our tour guide was a former prisoner, and he told us all about his past experience, the things he went through, the things he saw, and that just gave us a way better understanding of what life was like on that island. While in Africa, I think my encounters with other people and the culture that we were in really impacted my values and beliefs. I realized that I value respect, and it became very important to me. And I used to think my dad was so annoying about how he implemented respect in my life. And I came to really appreciate that while in Africa, talking to different people. Also, I had this belief that since South Africa was a third world country, they were worse than the USA, but that's just so not true. I mean, the people that I met, the beauty of the nature and the environment there, they have a lot of things that are better than the US, and that was really surprising to me. We also learned a lot about what privilege is and how we are really privileged in the course. And I think being in South Africa and meeting these people that are in South Africa and experience the culture, it was made more apparent our privilege. And I could really see firsthand how privileged I truly am. Also, through reflection and learning during this course, I learned what my values were. I once didn't really know what I valued. I knew what I valued family, and through reflection, I realized my values were positivity, humor, respect, empathy, honesty, and family. There's a few ways that I want to continue being a global citizen in my community. And the first way I really want to start with that is learning the history around me and staying informed everything that's happening in my community, not just in my town, but in the neighboring towns and the whole state, and not even just the whole state, the whole country. Not only do I want to continue learning about my community, which will help me understand the people in my community, I want to continue my service, especially at a place called the Leslie House, which is a home for women. I've done some art for them, and I'd like to continue doing that, and also working in the house with the women and hearing their stories. I also want to continue learning about myself because if I don't understand myself and my strengths, then I won't be able to help anybody. And I'd like to do that just trying new things, whether it's being creative, a sport, or taking new classes that I normally wouldn't take for my major, just learning more what I'm interested in my passions to help others. Another thing I want to do to continue being a global citizen is learn about the community around me at college. Through cheerleading, I really want to get involved with the community and go to the events that we put on, whether it's at the nursing home or at the school. I want to be involved as much as I can and just learn about my surroundings and the people around me as well.